Hey, what's up, y'all? It's poppin'. It's D. So Reporter D is in the building today, okay? So I have done some digging and I have come across some very disturbing details about Drake's inappropriate history with minors. As you guys know, I have been covering the Kendrick versus Drake feud over the past few days, and Kendrick has made some very serious, heinous allegations against Mr. Aubrey Graham. He has been accused of having inappropriate dealings with minors. And some of you have been skeptical. Some of you have been in my comments like, hey, Dean, these videos you're reacting to are so biased. Hey, Dean, ain't no proof that you're reacting to. We don't know that Drake has had any dealings with minors. Well, Aubrey's Angels, I have some information for you today. We are going to dive deep into several examples of Drake dealing with minors in a very inappropriate way. These images and messages are a bit disturbing, so viewer discretion is advised. Let's get into it. Shout out to my viewer and supporter who is assisting me with these receipts. So this first one, I will briefly go over it because I feel like a lot of people have already seen it, and I reacted to it over on my Patreon. But basically, it's a video showing Drake at one of his shows. He pulls a 17-year-old on stage. He's kissing on her neck, touching on her. He brushes against her breasts. And then he asks how old she is. She says she's 17, and he's like, oh, I can't go to jail right now. Oh, how you 17? Why you so thick? Why you look like that? But I enjoyed myself. I like the way your breasts feel. He says all of this as a grown man with a 17-year-old, okay? He's saying he doesn't know if he should feel guilty, and he then proceeds to kiss her hands, kiss her on her face, even after learning that she's underage. Exhibit B. So this is a video of Drake, a 29-year-old man, hanging out with Hailey Baldwin when she was 19 and her 17-year-old friend. So they are at a club together. Hailey has her arm around him. A nearly 30-year-old man hanging out with a 19 and a 17-year-old. All right? They were spotted having dinner together at a restaurant the next day. They reportedly went home together at 2:30 a.m. and Drake was wearing Hailey's H necklace on his way out. This is Drake and Hailey at the restaurant. This is Hailey with her necklace on, and this is Drake with that same necklace. He's almost 30, she's 19. You may be thinking, oh, that is young, is a bit weird, but she was of age, right? Well, Hailey revealed that she had been good friends with Drake since she was 15. They spent a lot of time together, reportedly, and he invited her to his 28th birthday when she was 17. This is Drake with the then 17-year-old Hailey Baldwin. Okay, so she revealed in an interview that they've been great friends for 4 years when she was 19. That's what she said. Great friends with this grown man.
Parents. When I was 16, I said that I was like going out with my sister, and we were just like going out to dinner, and we went to the Drake concert instead. They never found out for like years, and then my sister and I ended up telling them when we were older. What is a secret?
I wonder why she felt the need to keep that a secret. He also attended Kendall Jenner's birthday party and captioned an Instagram photo with Ruby Rose, Phoebe Doll, and 18-year-old Hailey saying, you know, if I could somehow buy a house in, say, I don't know, Jamaica, and then we all ... This is him with Hailey when she was 18. Hugged up with the 18-year-old and saying he wants to buy a house and have them all there together. And he's been knowing her since she was 15. Exhibit C. So Drake and Georgia Smith were first linked in early 2017 after she performed on his tour and was later featured on More Life. She was 19 and Drake was 30 at the time. It's rumored that he made the song Jaded about her. You had potential. I could have shaped it. You went and caved in. We could have waited. I wasn't rushing. Difference in ages. You're old enough, but you're still a baby. Exhibit C. Drake and 13-year-old Millie Bobby first met at his concert in Australia in 2017.
Drake, he wants to see me, and I was like, okay, we're going. So I like got my outfit prepared, I went there, and he was such a fanboy, and I was such a fangirl that and honestly we text all the time now. He helps me with everything, like just life lessons. He's amazing, he's a great human being, and we went to dinner afterwards, and we had dinner the next day, and then we met in Sydney. Drake?
What about your relationship with Drake? Tell me about your friendship. How did this all come about?
I love him. I met him in Australia, and he's honestly so fantastic and a great friend and a great role model. You know, we just texted each other the other day, and he was like, I miss you so much. I was like, I miss you more. He's coming to Atlanta, so I'm definitely gonna go and see him. I'm so excited, yeah.
You and Drake? That's awesome. That's awesome.
What advice does he give you? Like, what does he say?
About boys. He helps me.
What?
Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love him.
What's his advice with boys?
You know, that stays in the text messages.
Millie posted this picture. Choose kindness. Oh, look who took the photo. The person who's going on dinner dates with her frequently and hanging out with her a lot. Drake. 2 months later, during a Golden Globes after party, Drake and Millie posed for photos. Millie captioned a post with Drake, "Blessed to have my security be my +1 at the Netflix party." This is them at the party together. According to reports, Drake, 31, and Millie, 13, spent the entire night together at the party. Okay. An eyewitness spotted the Canadian rapper and the British actress hanging out and said the duo were inseparable all night and that they were clearly buddies. Despite the odd pairing, the insider told E! News that the two had a lengthy, in-depth conversation by themselves, and many times throughout the night, it was just the two of them talking in a corner. At the SAG Awards the same month, Millie was asked about her new friendship with Drake. In the interview, she says, "Drake is my man," and shares how exciting it was to meet him. Drake also wishes her a happy 14th birthday. So this is her, and end quote, this is what she says. "Drake's my man. I love Drake. He's amazing." Drake then posts this on his story. "Happy birthday, Mills. Big love, 4L." Millie posted a photo wearing Scorpion merch that Drake sent her a few months later. The caption says, "Thank you, Champagne Poppy, for this sick jacket. Tour starts in June, and I'm so excited to catch a show. Love you." With the Scorpion merch on. So Drake is obviously inviting her to a show because they're good friends when she's 13. In 2018, The Guardian put out an article where it detailed how Charlotte something became an Instagram sensation. Her mother explained in the article a story about Drake, 31 at the time, FaceTiming Charlotte and Madison Beer, who were both 18. They were in the back of the car chatting away and checking in on social to say they were in Toronto, just like normal teenagers. And then suddenly Madison was like, "Oh God, it's Drake FaceTiming us. Should I answer?" I thought, okay, she's hanging out with Drake. I guess this is for real. This is what the mom said in an interview. Next, 18-year-old Bella Harris shares a photo with 31-year-old Drake when she was backstage at his concert. In the caption, she put, "No place I'd rather be." And this is her and Drake hugged up. Okay? Drake reportedly shut down a restaurant for a private dinner with her. He met her in 2016 when she was 16 years old. This is her in May of 2016. The caption says, "Too good," with a heart. This is a 16-year-old girl posed with this grown-ass man. And he starts to get a bit more touchy and take public pictures with her when she gets a little older. This is 2 years later. She also wished Drake a happy 30th birthday, and he commented on the post when she was 16. This is her in 2016 saying, "Happy birthday, old man. At Champagne Poppy. Cheers to more life." She has on the OVO merch. There's Champagne Poppy in the comments with the heart eye emoji, leaving this comment under a 16-year-old's picture. Next, we have an artist named Sydney Christine, and she reveals some very interesting information. At the time of this interview, she's 22 years old.
First person and really the only artist I reached out to was Drake. I never met him, Never spoke to him. I don't know why he's been following me for the past like 6 years. I don't know why, but
I'm sure we all can figure it out. We all know why.
yeah, I've never spoken to him, so I'm like, let me just reach out, like send him some beats. And then he was for it. He was like, all right, dope, send me some. Nothing happened.
He had been following her for 6 years, since she was 16 years old.
The Drake thing. You met him, well, when did you first meet him?
So I played basketball, right? So he really was a fan of not a fan, supported one of my teammates at the time. And
this is when you were in high school?
Yeah, in high school. So he was a fan of women's basketball, high school basketball. I was her teammate, so he followed me because of her. And I was like, oh shit, bitch, you got Drake to follow me? Like, what the hell? Like, that's so crazy.
Oh my
So
God.
he followed me, and I lost it. I'm like, I have to be Drake. Like, I love Drake. I've always.
So Drake is a fan of women's high school basketball. He keeps up with the players, and he follows them on Instagram. Next up, we have Kylie Jenner. Okay, reportedly they were briefly dating when she was 22 and he was 33. Might be like, who cares? She was of age. 6 years earlier, Drake performed at Kylie's 16th birthday party when he was 27. Kylie shares a photo of Drake kissing her on the cheek. This is him kissing her at her 16th birthday party. Another angle. She had just turned 16. Drake, who was 28 at the time, posted a photo with Kylie, who was 17, on Instagram. During his beef with Tyga, he captioned the photo, "Kylie Jenner in the cut." I didn't even know he was beefing with Tyga, but maybe he wanted to post this and let it be known that she was in the vicinity and she's around because he wanted to rub it in Tyga's face. Because we all know that Tyga was dealing with her when she was underage as well. Some years later, apparently an unreleased song got leaked with Drake and Future, and he raps about having Kylie as a side piece. And then he hops on IG to basically clear the air and be like, oh, that was an old song. I recorded that like 3 years ago. So it got scrapped. I don't want nobody to feel disrespected. My bad type shit. But in the song, he's basically admitting that he was fucking with Kylie, okay, when she was 19. Might be of age then, but something is very predatory and weird and creepy and groomy about meeting someone when they're a teenager and fucking on them when they're 18, 19. And it just begs the question, did you wait until they were 18? And even if you did, it's like you're lurking around, sniffing around them, waiting until they turn 18. Maybe that's what he's doing, because let's move on to the next. Billie Eilish. She says this in an interview when she's 17.
But like Drake, come on. Drake is like the nicest dude I've ever spoken to. I mean, I've only like texted him, but he's so nice. Like, he does not need to be nice, you know what I mean? He's at a level in his life where he doesn't need to be nice, but he is, you know?
So another teenage girl that he's being super buddy-buddy with and texting and being so nice to. And Billie Eilish posts a picture on her Instagram with the caption, 18 tomorrow. And Drake responds and says, I've been waiting, with this emoji. You've been waiting for what, Aubrey? You've been waiting for her to turn 18? So you can do what, Aubrey? So you've been texting this 17-year-old girl, being so nice to her, keeping her close, and waiting until she turns 18? All jokes aside, this shit don't look good, all right? Where there's smoke, there's fire. And there are just way too many instances of him being inappropriate with these young girls. Like, there's no reason that you, as a grown man in his 30s, should be buddy-buddy texting with literal teenage girls. Like, what do y'all have to talk about? And them saying, oh, we're just such good friends. And, oh, we went to dinner this day and that day, and we're hanging out a lot. You doing this with a 13-year-old, 14, 15-year-olds? Like, what? And then the situation with that Bella girl, that looked real bad. And I reacted to a video before of him like hugged up with her, but it said she was 18 at the time. So I was like, this is real creepy, and she looks super young, but all right, I guess she's of age, whatever. But come to find out, he been knowing her since she was 16, and she posts that picture, no place I'd rather be, with the heart emoji, with him basically damn near laying on her titty. And then she posts a picture with the merch on when she was 16 years old, and he puts a heart eye emoji under her picture when she's 16. Like, hello. The facts are the facts, all right? Like, obviously, we're not going to get no fucking 4K video of Drake actually engaging with a minor. Chances are we're not going to see that, and I feel like that's what some of y'all niggas is asking for. We're not going to get that, all right? But put the fucking pieces together. Where there's smoke, there's fire. This looks really bad. And you up here under Billie Eilish's comments talking about, oh, I've been waiting. Can't wait till you turn 18. This looks very creepy. And even the situations where the girls are 18 and 19. Again, you may say, oh, they're of age. But there's a pattern. There's a pattern of him being involved and wanting to, be with teenage girls. That's creepy. Put the pieces together. The evidence is in your face. It's right in front of you. And if you choose to ignore it and be blind to it, that's on you. But I just think it's so interesting. I brought this up in another video, but people were talking about the whole R. Kelly situation. Like, oh, how did y'all let him get away with this for so long? Is that what y'all about to do? Y'all about to let Aubrey just, skate through this and get away with this? And we're going to go back to bopping this music like everything's cool when we got all this evidence of him being inappropriate with these younger girls. And now Kendrick, who is in the industry, who clearly has inside information, has come out and said blatantly, this nigga's a pedo, bruh. This nigga has been involved with little girls, bruh. This nigga messes with little girls. Hello. We're gonna just ignore all of that? I'm not. This is sketchy. It's creepy. It's predatory at best. You grooming these girls at best. Even if you are like waiting until they're 18, you're grooming them at best. So I just find this to be a very sick, nasty situation, especially if he allegedly has a daughter. Like, bro, that's what really choked me up. When I did get teary-eyed when I reacted to that Kendrick song where he was basically calling Drake a pedo and telling me he had a daughter, that's what made me teary-eyed when he got to the daughter part. That's when I started kind of crying. I was just like, this is fucked. Because just imagine being a little girl and you have a fucking pedo father. And then it just, of course, makes me think. I watched too much SVU, Law and Order. So I'm like, oh my God. Because pedos, it's like, listen, I don't want to get into the details, all right? There's some dark shit. Very dark and very upsetting, but you can draw your own conclusions. Think what you want, but I feel like the evidence is right there in our face, so. And I've been looking at a few comment sections here and there, and even in my own comments on Patreon, this has been brought up. But some people are just like, why is Kendrick bringing this up now? Why hasn't he revealed this before? And I understand that sentiment, but at the same time, I feel like we have to understand that the industry is just very sick overall. I feel like there are several Diddies in the industry. There are several people who are on some pedo shit, some predator shit, and it puts these artists in a very tricky, sticky situation because it's like, are they supposed to just randomly get on Instagram and start exposing all these A-list people by name? It's like, first off, that would be career death, okay? And second of all, it's like people are gonna say what they're saying with this Drake situation. Where's your proof? Where's the proof that Beyonce did such and such or Jay-Z or whatever? Like, people are gonna, question it, especially when they're a massive artist like Drake. People are gonna automatically want to, debunk it and be like, no, that's not true. Where's your proof? You need to prove that if you're gonna make these claims. And it's like, who has proof of this? Like, how can we, the only way we got this proof is over the years, these people have slowly exposed shit. They got sloppy with this information that they put out there and, it was captured. That's the only way we even have this evidence on Drake. But of course, we're not gonna get no damn 4K video of Drake sleeping with a 13-year-old. Like, hello, how can we get that? How can these other artists get that? I'm sure these predatory figures in the industry are careful. They're not just, randomly doing this stuff in public settings. Or if they do have these private weirdo parties, they're making people sign NDAs and only having these private rooms with people that they really trust who are also pedos, you know? So I feel like it's very tricky and sticky, but there are some people where, you know, a lot of people are saying the same thing. So I'm sure Kendrick has heard from multiple sources that Drake is on this pedo shit. And it's like, okay, this has to be true. And the thing also with Drake, I feel like it makes it hard for him to get exposed as well, is because as these younger girls are saying, he's so nice. He's so sweet. Oh my God. Drake is super charming. You know, he's a certified lover boy. So he's being very nice to these girls. So the chances of them wanting to expose him are much lower when he's being so nice to them. You know, even as they get older and they recognize like, oh wait, that was fucked up. I shouldn't have been dealing with him when I was 15. But they just like, he gave me all this money. He's always only been nice to me. Like I feel bad trying to expose him. Like that's how people think. But on the flip side, when it comes to fucking Diddy and Trey Songz, like I feel like more stories come out about them and they get exposed publicly more because they out here beating bitches. They slapping people up and choking people. So it's like, okay, yeah, when you're abusing your victims, they are more likely to come out and expose you and want to tell the truth about what you've been doing. But when you're sweet and you're serenading them and you buying them gifts and only saying sweet and positive things, it's like they start to feel bad. Like, wait, now that I think about it, he was a predator, but he was a nice predator, you know, like it gets very tricky. So I think that's also why it may take longer for us to really get some victims who are coming out and exposing Drake. But Kendrick is saying that it's going to come out soon. So I don't know. This has been the year of people getting exposed. So who knows? But even with how, you know, aggressive and abusive Diddy was, look how long it took for even him to get exposed, you know? And he's still not even locked up yet. So I just feel like this is a tricky situation. It just runs really deep. And it's just really sad because, like I said, I've listened to Drake for a very long time. I've been listening to this man since, 2010? Maybe even earlier than that, maybe 2009, 2008. So, you know, it is heartbreaking to, you know, discover some of these things and see some of this proof about him. So, yeah, this is just a heavy day. A heavy week, actually. But, yeah. Take what you will from this information. Come to your own conclusions. But again, 2 + 2 is 4. Like, let's use our brains and common sense, people. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.